Hey guys, this is Matt here. This is the moment everyone's been waiting for. Not only do we have our meat cut test set up, but also since my subscribers are really cool, they suggested that I get an old pair of jeans and make a cover of the meat with the pair of jeans so we can compare what happens when you have two really sharp knives. This is the 5.5 inch cold steel clip point. It's razor sharp. It has my reprofiled edge on it, so it's extremely sharp. And this is the cold steel Vaquero 5.5 inch, and it has a fully serrated, cold steel serrated blade. It's razor sharp as well, and this is what Lynn Thompson normally carries in his everyday carry. He says he carries about 3 of these, or at least 3 different big blades, so it could be like a Bowie, 2 of these, 1 of these, and 2 fully serrated holdouts. But normally when Lynn, and I noticed the crew, they also carry fully serrated blades, and he recommended this to me. When I asked him the difference between this and this, he said that this was better because not only the serrations, but he actually talked about, and he demonstrated with Ron Blakey, and we have a siren going on, maybe someone called the cops on us, but how this recurve actually gathers material and the belly will bite in deep, almost like a hawkbill, but we don't actually have a hawkbill point, we actually have a clip point. And same thing going on with the Emerson Commander. This is the Super Commander, and we'll talk about this later on in a Voyager review later today. But this has the same concept going on. You start right here and it gathers, and that hump just goes over whatever material you got, and it'll have a deep cut.
Pushes into the blade.
Yeah, it pushes into the blade and gathers the material. So Lynn gave me a lot of advice when it came to carrying these big blades. He said buy 2 of them. Of course he's selling knives, so he wants me to buy 2 so I can dual wield them and be all cool and all that. But I thought this would be a great time to demonstrate what type of a difference fully serrated, in particular cold steel serrations, make on a piece of meat. He also talked about how this Vaquero has a finer tip, and Austin can testify to this. We did some off-camera testing, and this tip actually does pierce material better.
It does.
So we'll demonstrate that. Although, if you're in a utility type thing, you might want the stronger tip. And if you're really going to abuse your tip, you would want the Tano tip. But we'll demonstrate that right now. So we're just going to stab in. I'm not going to slash or anything. I'm just going to stab. And he talked about, even with this 5.5 inch blade, you still don't have a whole lot of reach. So your point's important. That was effortless. That was, and of course, I didn't go all the way in, but that was completely effortless. Let's see if we can raise it up. Can't really raise it up right now. And see what this Vaquero does. Also effortless. With this meat, there's not a whole lot of difference. The clip point and the Vaquero point, I didn't feel a whole lot of difference there. But we do know that this will pierce better with heavier multiple layers of denim and t-shirt material. So this does win, although there's not much of a difference. So now let's get on to the main event.
Well, let's hang on one second.
Okay.
Let's talk about the fit of the jeans.
Okay. Here we have a single layer of denim, and it's just kind of a reasonably thick cinch jean denim. And when we're talking about denim jeans or a denim jacket, there's all different sorts of thicknesses, but there's also different fits. And so someone might be wearing skinny jeans, and some people like to wear... Hey guys, I must apologize. The camera cut off while we were talking about the fits of particular types of jeans. So what we have going on here is we have one connection point at the duct tape, and then just the single flap. So it'd be like a sleeve, as you can see right now, or maybe even my cargo pants. But we have different types of fits on jeans. We have skinny jeans, loose fitting jeans, and the tighter a pair of jeans fit, the easier the blade will be able to glide through the material. So this is just kind of a medium fit. It's not too tight and it's not too loose. So I think it'll be a good representative of what normal folks wear when they wear jeans. Also, to be scientifically accurate, we might want two different pair. We might want a different pair, a different sleeve, and a different pair of meat to test both different blades. But I can't afford that right now, so we're just going to use this for both blades. So let's try the slash with a plain edge.
This is the plain edge 5.5-inch Vaquero.
Wow. Absolutely devastating. Oh man, that's nasty.
Got the tape measure?
Yeah. So we have a 7.5-inch cut. You can see the denim exploded open, and about a 3-inch slice. And as you can tell, I'm not trying to slice the bamboo. I'm sure that 5.5-inch Voyager could just slice through this bamboo if I wanted it to, but that's not the point of the test. But yeah, that was devastating.
Did you actually reach the bamboo though? Not quite, but
No.
you're close.
Yeah. If I really put the effort to it, I mean, as easily as that, just glided on through, I would see no problem of getting to the bamboo.
This looks like more of a back-off cut.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
a cut.
And Lynn was talking about that. When you have a blade, that you're not going to get in real. The first 2 or 3 inches of your blade, that's where you're probably going to hit. And you're going to get a little cut probably. You don't want to be in really close with your blade because they can cut you at that point too. So that's something to note.
Yeah, but we'll talk about back-off cuts and different cuts on a different video.
Yeah, different video. And Lynn said that this serrated blade could cut through denim and meat 3 times as good as the plain edge. And right now I'm kind of skeptical. I do know that if you know someone that will never sharpen their blades, a fully serrated blade might be the way to go, because if you have a dull plain edge, and you know I don't keep dull plain edges on me because I can sharpen really well, it will just slide off. So perhaps this might be the way to go if you don't know how to sharpen, or you have a loved one that will never sharpen their knife. So let's see what we got going on here, and I'll try to hit with the so the belly sinks in. Wow. Both amazing cuts. I did notice some resistance when I got through, and you can see the jagged cut with, oh man, and you can demonstrate, okay, just one second, we have a lot going on here. When I got through the material, it kind of hung up, but you can see.
I think that's a big old cut though.
Yeah, it just exploded that meat.
Let me hold this knife for you, and you get the tape measure.
All right.
And the cut starts back here.
Now, show them the blade, Austin. You'll be able to see. Show them this right here. Look, it did exactly what Lynn was talking about. You can see the goo on the blade. Just talk about that.
All right, as you can see, you can see all the metal, the cut metal, cut material that's on the blade. And I tell you what, jagged cuts don't. They're pretty nasty.
They don't sew up as well.
They don't sew up as well. You don't just stitch them.
Again, we have about a 7 and a 7.5 inch cut. I'm not really feeling the bamboo, but again, that wasn't the point of the test. I just wanted to see what would happen. And it appears, although this was a smoother cut, Lynn Thompson was right. I'm not sure if you could say it was 3 times as good, but knowing the circumstances and how, and I was trying this out off camera a couple days ago, when you slash at material, it'll wipe that initial edge off your blade, and it won't be hair popping after you go through, after you have a few slashes. So this serrated blade might be something good to have, because it's always going to have something to bite into. And let's see. I'd like to try some snap cuts if everybody would like to see that.
All right, all of y'all on YouTube, raise your hand. Who wants to see snap cuts?
Very good. So we have a couple sections here, and I'm just going to try a snap cut with, obviously no denim, but just like that. Oh yeah.
That's probably an inch and a half deep.
3-4 inch cut, and that's just. I mean, that was a playful flick. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, Lynn was talking about that. When you have your adrenaline going, that's just when you're just training, that's a kiss. But when your adrenaline's going, that's boom. It's a real snap cut. So let's just have a playful snap cut once again with this Vaquero. Oh yeah. That's probably a shorter cut, but it went in about the same deepness. Depth. And again, it pierces like nothing else. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. And let's see. I guess that's all we can learn from this video. So thanks for watching. Hey guys, this is Camo Kid 1SS, and after looking at the blades after the meat cut test with the bamboo, I did notice something that is worth noting. Come in here real close. The serrations cut very well through the denim, and I have reason to believe that this actually did hit some of the bamboo, because we actually have some serration deformation at the edge. And let's see if you can bring it in and maybe focus it. Let's see if I can look at it real quick. But I'm not sure if you can see that. Now tilt it a little bit.
I think I see it.
Okay. I'm not saying it's right here.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. I'm not saying this edge isn't usable anymore, but that is something worth noting. If you have a hard cutting task and you might run into wood or something like that, you have a high probability of deformating, have some deformation in the serrations. So as far as everything went, this cut very well. I like the blade shape. You get that recurve motion, or that recurve reaction of the belly biting in deeply. But I think, in my mind, the plain edge is going to be better, because let's just say you hit the bamboo, or you happen to hit a piece of metal and you get a chip in your blade. You can sharpen that right out, and the blade will be just good as new. But when you have a deformed serration, basically the only way to get that out is to actually remove all the serrations. And I can do that, but I want to keep this fully serrated as long as possible, and enjoy the serrations and the different tasks I can perform with it. But I hope you got a lot out of that cut test, and I hope you watch my review over the Voyagers that we'll make here in a minute. So thanks for watching, guys.